Hello, welcome to Mind Class. All right, today we are not only going to work on mobility, loosening up all of the joints, a lot of stability, and then some flexibility at the end, but we also have an option to add on a weight. So if you have a light weight, I have a set of 3s, and I also have, let me just show you them, these dumbbell or these barbell plates. They're 2.5 pounds. I would not go anything heavier. If you have like a 1, a 2, a 3 pound dumbbells and you want to use them as an option, you are welcome to, okay? If you don't have weights, just don't even worry about it, okay? You can still do everything that we're doing. In fact, we're gonna go through the whole class, 3/4 of it without the weight, okay? But then there's a quarter portion of it that is an option, okay? I just thought it would be something added and extra and something different today, if you have it. Today's word is I am patient. I breathe and trust that everything is unfolding for my highest purpose. So be patient with yourself through this journey. Be patient with yourself as you waddle through class. So go ahead and place those weights off to the side. You're going to need a mat, possibly a sweat towel today. I think I was sweating last week. And your water, start your watches. I put mine on yoga. If you have a watch and you're tracking, go ahead and start that. And we'll start our timer. We'll start with, we're going to start. Can I say the word start a few more times? With our warm up, okay? So center of your mat, feet underneath your hips. Working one side at a time. You're gonna keep your right leg on the floor and your left leg is going to come out in front, almost like a pistol squat, and then it's gonna tap out to the side, and then it's gonna tap out behind you. So we are starting now. I kind of just said we're going. Same thing, other side, tap it front, tap it side, tap it back, okay? So we're alternating. Little bend at the knee, push into your heel as you bend down and butt goes back, chest stays lifted. I'm playing a little bit of music here today, but if you have your own, go for it, put it on. I figured I'd just get us going. Get into it, let's get moving. If you need to pause me and get yourself situated, pause me. You can also stay down, do a tap, tap if you want to work on your hold a little bit more. Last tap outs. Then we're going to go ahead and take our right leg, side lunge, knee balance, side lunge, knee balance. Chest stays lifted the whole time. You'll notice that I'm just bending at my knee and kind of hinging back with my hips, but I'm keeping my chest up. I want you to do the same thing. Side lunge, balance. Anything goes with your arms here. What helps you stay tall? Core tight. Your toes are forward. Knees coming about hip height. It's almost like you're reaching your hip to the corner, and then you're standing up as if a string is pulling you to the ceiling. Nice and tall. How's your balance today? Is it improving? I think that's such a huge part of fitness that people tend to overlook. They don't set a big goal about. It's really a great thing to set a goal about. Let's do the other side. I love balance work. How many times have you been saved by your balance or had an incident for the lack thereof? Right? Luckily, I've heard a lot of people that train with me say, you know what, I think this could have been a worse tumble or spill had I not been working out. And I love hearing that they understand that the function of training goes beyond the vanity, that it goes into everyday life, even catching yourself when you fall. Or preventing falls, because your body is strong and stable. More engaged, shoulders lifted. I'm going to keep telling you that, reminding you to keep your shoulders away from your ears, but tall. Your spine, crown of your head, lifting to the ceiling. I'm already getting a little breathy. All right, we're going to alternate sides here. So right leg on the ground, left arm, left leg is going to reach and extend. Come back into center. Opposite arm, opposite leg, then switch. Right arm, right leg, extends forward. Fold yourself in half. Come center, switch arms, knee up. Switch sides. I like this one. So left leg, left arm, so same arm, same leg, going forward and back, fold yourself in half, then switch your arm, opposite arm, opposite thigh, okay? This arm's going again. That's probably the best way to remind you. Right arm, right leg, switch left arm, right leg. It's like twister. Left arm, left leg, extend, lengthen, find your balance, switch arms, knee up, come to center. How do you do on that one? Feet coming together, arms out to a T. We're gonna go ahead and fold forward, dive down, and then rise back up. So we've done this before. We did it as angel. If you'd like to practice lifting your heels and diving forward, you can. If it's too much for you right now, just stay heels on the ground. It really doesn't matter either way. It's just your choice right now, okay? Maybe do one of each. See how you're feeling. Think about elongating through your spine, lengthening the back of your legs, chest towards the floor, and come back on up. This should feel really good on your hamstrings as you're balancing through both feet, trying to distribute your weight from the front of your foot to the back of your foot, from side to side. Here's your next challenge. I'm going to have you just pop your right toe up just a little bit, okay? Then you're going to take your hand, you're going to twist open. If you're like, yeah, I got this balance, lift your knee, twist open. Then you can twist to the other side. Whoop, can't do that side. So maybe your toe comes down again, and then switch and do the other side, okay? So, remember I said start with your toe popped, and then if you're like, yep, I got it, knee up, try to twist the other way. Woo, holding your thigh. We're alternating sides, and it's gonna be wobbly. It's gonna be wobbly. There's earthquakes all over your workspace today. Whew. Feel those muscles in your foot though, right? That's what we're working right now. Those itty bitty tiny proprioceptors in your foot. And put both feet on the ground. Take your arms out to a T. We're gonna do the same thing again. Kind of prop up your toe, side bend. And if you feel good, lift your knee and then try to go the other direction. Ooh, maybe find a focal point. It's like a seesaw, okay? Your arms are like the seesaw. You're balancing on one leg, whether you have your toe down or your knee up, side bend. We are alternating sides. This is the end of our mobility warm-up. We're still gonna work on balance though. I told you, lots of stabilizing today. Tilt your airplanes, that's what I feel like right now. We're just gliding through the air, tilting our wings, soaring like a plane, or like a bird. All right, go ahead and release. Here comes stability. That was mobility with a lot of stability. Now we're going straight up stability. I'm gonna put my weights nearby so that when we're done with set one, I can just pick them up into set. Okay, so feet on the floor, right underneath your hips. Take your right foot, put it on the ground. Left foot's gonna come on up, and it can come behind you, okay? Or you can keep your toe on the ground. You're going to let your hands drape straight down at from your chest or from your shoulders. Bend forward, so you either can extend your leg or you can keep your toe popped. I'm gonna keep my toe popped. Give a fly, stand up, arms down. And let's do that again. So down from your shoulders, roll down. Just like you're doing a single leg deadlift, do a bent over fly, stand up. Again, so you'll see that when we add weights here, it's gonna feel a little different. I still feel in the back of my leg no matter what. Let's go one more time and then switch sides. You can do this as fast or slow as you want. I'd say slow it down. Okay, switch legs. Pop your toe. Go straight down, bend yourself in half. Nice big fold, fly. stand. So proud chest, shoulder blades pulled back, butt sticks out, slide, and stand. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Looks like one of those bumper stickers you can put on your car. I don't know, I've seen them, that feel like namaste. Your body looks really cool. All right, right leg on the floor, left leg comes into tree. You can either be on your calf, or if you want to adjust your foot and come up higher, you can. Arms come down, T, overhead, T, and down again. So adjust your foot as needed. Open up your hip. When you are in tree, you want to be like two window panes. They're standing between them. Your knee is open, your hip is open, and you're rooting your foot in the ground, literally like a tree. We're just sweeping our arms, stopping halfway, at the top, at the bottom, and then switch sides. So when we go through this the second time, if you're adding on weights, you can see that the weights will make a difference in these raises, okay? It's going to add a little bit extra counterbalance. This crowd is actually called unbalanced. Got to get yourself balanced. Fight for it, right? You want to get a little deeper in tree, get a little deeper in tree if you haven't already. Feel confident about it. This harder leg. If it's harder doesn't mean you don't try. Abs pulled in tight, core solid, and time. All right. Right leg on the floor, left knee up, pop your toe if you need to. Clasp your hands in front of you, arms are straight, elbows are straight. Turning, center, and turning. You feel your abdominals right there. Lower half stays steady and still. We're just twisting the torso. You pull your knee up a little higher. Imagine too, if we put a dumbbell or plate right here, how it's going to add, right? A little bit more resistance. So as I'm telling you this, and we're going through the exercises, think about, are you going to grab a weight, or are you just the way it is? Switch and do the other side. So again, start with a toe pop, maybe come off the ground a little bit. Find your balance. This leg's going to be harder for me. I'm really squeezing my abs to keep myself centered and to keep my balance. Shoulders out of your ears. They're going to want to creep up. There, I'm starting to sweat. I told you it was going to happen. Woo, and if you fall out of it, come on back. I gotta really squeeze my abs. Whoa, it's like surfing. All right, release, release. Right leg on the ground, left leg comes up, jab, cross, jab, cross. You remember this one? You pick your speed, you pick your pace. Trying to keep your lower half steady and still. It's your upper half from right above your hips up, moving, okay? Trying not to let your lower half wobble. No turning of your hips on this one. Usually when we fight, when we kickbox and punch, jab, cross, I'm telling you, turn your hips, turn your hips. Today, you don't have to turn your hips. You're just turning your torso. You're in a one-leg fight. And switch. You're a peg leg pirate, right? Other side. You switched legs now, or jab, cross. So again, when we add weights, if you add weights, I don't know if I'm going to add weights to this one, you can feel that, you can already anticipate that it could be a very deep challenge, yes? Whew. After this, we're coming down to the floor, okay? Got about 16 seconds. Those are abs. I had class in person last night. So there was some standing ab work I just did recently. What? Now I remember, it was this. We did a lot of standing ab work and it worked really well. All right, bird dog, TikToks, coming down to all fours. You're gonna extend opposite arm, opposite leg, open up like a TikTok, come back, knee to elbow. Extend, open up, stay on the same side, do not switch. Connect, knee to elbow, extend, reach, elongate, squeeze your glute, open up, your obliques start coming into play here. When you TikTok, feel your oblique as you lift your leg out to the side, come in and squeeze, crunch through your center, extend, open. Now switch sides. Opposite arm, opposite leg, other side, extend, TikTok, back to center, come in, crunch, extend, TikTok, feel your obliques, let them work. I want you to slow this down. Right here, pause. Feel your oblique kick in and stabilize and hold you. Okay? Squeeze and crunch right through the center. Oh, oh. Right? Last one. All right, work your way to a side plank here, okay? So on your elbow, it could be on your knee or your toe. Stack your feet. If you're capable, lift your top leg. On your knee or on the side blade of your foot, okay? Lift your oblique. If you need to, some people need to put their hand there. As long as your chest isn't coming forward, you can just put your hand there for balance. I'm okay with that. Also lift your arm. Also come down to the knee. Lift your oblique, lift your hip. If you touch right there, it should be hard. Add a little bit of squish, and then underneath it, it's hard, okay? Switch into the other side, so you can either roll over or just completely flip your body on your elbow, on the blade of your foot, top leg, come into a knee, come to your knee. You need your hand here, your shoulder lifted, don't cut your chest. You need to come to a knee, hip. I'm gonna ask you one more thing, flatten out, flex your foot. Feel the difference between a point and a flex? I don't know if you do. We're also working glutes, outer thighs, all of it. All right, 5 more seconds, and then we're going to take a slight break, 30 seconds. And we're gonna think about, are we gonna use weights as we go through this one more time? That's up to you, okay? I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna try with my weighted plates. They're 2.5 pounds. They're 1/2 pound lighter than my dumbbells, so, you know, why not? I'll put my thumb in the hole and hold them like this. If you have dumbbells, obviously you know how to hold a dumbbell. Okay, so breathe. Standing on your right leg, drop your toe, drape straight down from your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, hold, rise up, lower down. Drape straight down like a deadlift. Squeeze your shoulder blades, stand up. So just a little extra goes a long way, right? Drape down, fly squeeze, rise up, and lower. Fold in half, squeeze, up, and lower. Fold, proud chest, back fold, rise, switch legs, drop your other toe, find your balance, find your posture. You guys do know this is all posture muscles, right? Stick out your chest, fold forward, squeeze, lift tall. It's very telling how your posture is actually when you come into a fold. Can you stick out your chest? Can you pull your shoulder blades together? If it's a challenge for you, then we've got some postural work to do, yes? It's true. Meaning strengthening your upper back, stick out your chest. If you really think about drawing your shoulder blades together, holding forward. Okay. Tree, right leg on the floor, left leg opens up tree. We're coming shoulder, overhead, back down, and lower. Okay. Shoulders out of your ears here, reaching long, even with your dumbbells or your plates. I might switch out dumbbell. They're metal plates, they're not soft. Open up your hip, tree. My knee started coming forward. Open up your hip, find tree. Out, up, side. Lower, take your time here. Bonus shoulder work. No, I love. My favorite muscle group. Shoulders and core are my two. To work. Love working back too, but that's a necessity. A stronger back, a better back for better posture. All right, grabbing one dumbbell, one plate right in front of you, right leg on the ground, left leg can come up. We're gonna drive. Side to side. Trying to keep your arms up at shoulder height. Brace your core, right? We talked about this, I think, last week. This is slightly like the core bracer. We're just not bent over. We are bracing ourselves. Try not to turn our hips stay forward. Torso is the thing that turns. It's like, you're like a Barbie doll now that twists at the waist. The lower half doesn't move, only the upper half. We're some sort of a doll. All right, switching to the other side. If you need to shake out your arms, that makes a difference. As it does. Other leg. You're only turning as far as your body allows you. Your lower back might be really tight and prevent you from twisting too far either side. Breathe. Check yourself or your hips staying forward. Check yourself or your arms dying, burning on fire. Oh, even light weights, you guys. All right, jab crosses, with or without your weights. I'm going without. Whew. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Hips stay center. Just your body's twisting here. I can feel my shoulders. Wowzers. If you're doing it with weights, bless you. This is when I wish I had 1 pound weights because I would use 1 pound. If you have water bottles, something little that's like 1 pound, can. Tomato paste can, that's not even 1 pound, that would work. Half of a pound maybe. Jab cross, jab cross. And switching to the other side. Okay, this is what I'm thinking about too as I'm doing this. Other side, we're going right into it. I feel like if you have something like any knee issues, right? This might be good actually to work on because you're using all of your stabilizing muscles. And it could be the area around your knee that needs a little more strengthening. So doing these twists on one leg, I can feel like not only just my ankle and my foot muscles, I can feel in my knee, the muscles surrounding the joint, the little ones, working. And sometimes we might need to just strengthen those as well. I always say if you're having any injuries, are we already down on the floor? Okay, 2, okay, cool. Our bird dog punch is next. So if you want to use a weight for this, you can. Obviously the weight goes in your hand. Extend, opposite arm, opposite leg. Tick-tock, come back, pull and crunch. I always say, obviously consult your doctor. you're having issues, first of all. And secondly, physical therapy is going to have you do exercises to increase your mobility, right? Just like we're doing today. Work on stability and strengthening the muscles around the joint you're having issues, okay? All right, release and do the other side. So, that's what we're doing here. And if you're having any problems, come back to these classes because they will help. Okay, I'm not saying they're the solve of your problem. Definitely see a doctor if you need to. But what if you did this a few more times a week? Even just one more time a week, and you found like it was making a difference, right? Think about strengthening the muscle, the area around the joint. Work on stretching, flexibility. What's coming next after our side planks? And work on stabilizing. I don't know if you've ever, I've actually never been to PT, but my husband has. What do they use there? Go ahead and stop. Therapy bands. They have a lot of balance things like the Bosu or those little squishy mats. Work on balance and stability. Okay, so work on your proprioceptors, which is what we're doing today. Get in a knee or a toe, side plank, leg lifted. If you want to hold a weight overhead, you can. I'll grab mine. Anyways. I'm not an expert. Disclaimer. I'm just telling you from experience and what my observations are, but I'm not an expert. Consult a physician. All right, switch and let's do the other side. All right, here we go. We will. So are you sweating a little bit? I'm sweating a little bit. A little listening going on. We'll switch to our flexibility next. So everything that's nice and warm, everything that's gotten worked, we're going to switch and stretch onto standing stretches from here. You enjoy class? This was a challenge. I liked it though. It was really good. It's hard. Make it look easy. It's not. I'm shaking along with you. But I enjoy these kinds of challenges. Guess what? There's no impact. Guess what? It wasn't cardio. And I'm still heart racing. Go ahead and stop. And breathing and, but feeling the effects of the workout. Standing quad stretch in 20 seconds. So either balance more, holding your quad behind you, or if you have a chair, a couch, a wall. If you need it, grab it. I'm going to ask you to challenge yourself first without it. See how you're doing, and then you can grab if you need to, okay? So here we go. Right leg on the ground, left knee straight down from your hip, on your heel to your butt. All posture, shoulder over your hip, over your knee. Shoulder over your hip, over your knee, over your ankle. Okay, so you're not leaning forward, staying tall and upright, and really pulling your heel towards your butt. Holding on to something if you need to, but otherwise, look at that balance. And switch legs. Knee straight down. All posture. Bring myself so you can see, am I tall and upright? I am. Get my knee parallel here, and then my knee is not in front of my other knee. It's like parallel, and I'm really pulling my heel towards my butt. On upright, there we go. See, little fixes every time, and then a deeper stretch. All right, so now we're going to do chest opener and a quad stretch. So open your chest as you pull your heel back, and then switch. Open your chest. Open your chest. So now you don't have anything. The only option would be to take out the quad stretch and just do chest opener. Right leg on the floor, left leg comes up, figure four squat. You need to come down to the ground and do a seated figure four, go ahead. But again, staying true to the format of unbalanced, the theme of today's class, I think you should try to stand up for figure four. Open up your knee parallel to the ground. You can get a little bit deeper if you need to. On your thigh, not your knee, not your knee. Rule of thumb, don't put your hands on your joint when you're stretching, okay? Never on your knee. You don't want to put pressure on your knee and then have something slip or slide, you guys. Hands on the thighs. Elbow down and back, chest lifted. Open up your thigh. You can come into prayer or hands on the thighs, hands on the thighs. All right, feet on the ground, right foot on the ground, left foot comes behind. Left arm up and over, right arm down, atlas, or a side bend. Reach it up, 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 and over. Come from a standing position here and see if that's any different for you. Choose. Go ahead and switch other sides. So tomorrow we're going to have lifting class. Bring your variety of dumbbells. Up to lift with me. Ooh, I feel it all the way down through my oblique into my hip flexor. Hip flexors were used yesterday in the shift class. Low impact, great time. Didn't do it, go back and do it. Yesterday's class, today's class, tomorrow's class will all be available for replays anytime you'd like. Come back to this class, it's a good one. All right, go ahead and take your feet out nice and wide. We're gonna go ahead and roll down, knuckles to the floor. You can kind of bend your knees and sway, and then straighten them out. The hamstring stretch, and then drop your chin, roll to the top. We're kind of just doing a ragdoll roll here in a wide stance, okay? So kind of drape yourself down, bend in your knees, straighten them up, go stretching your legs, roll up to the top, go one more time. Even though the whistle blew, even though that went, we're still gonna finish off here, okay? So drop it on down, tuck your chin, roll it up. Whistle, the beeper beat. All right, everything roll down and back. Take a nice big inhale. Hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.